Okay, here, this is Lord Potato, and this is, well, what if Naruto was being near to death? Now, I should mention one thing. I was going to upload this on July the 4th, it's just I was streaming, and yesterday I uploaded, like, videos on my second channel, which, if you want to know where my second channel is at, it's in the description, and yeah. But other than that, what's it called? Also subscribe to Amitenta, Iconic What Ups, Over to What Ups. The links will be in the description. But other than that, yeah. What I was doing on my second channel was mostly finishing the Technoblade statue that I made. Because Technoblade never died. So yeah, he never dies. So of course, I was just there kind of finishing the statue. If you want to go watch the video, go watch the video. If you want to see a picture, I think I did put one in Discord. If you aren't in my Discord, Discord of the Potato Lands, then I don't know about you, but yeah. But if you want to see the like kind of completed statue, incomplete because I was actually redoing yesterday, you can see in the stream. But on the stream, they kind of uploaded on, well, July the 4th, 5th, because yeah. But other than that, let me go into this what if. No recaps, okay. And for no recaps, let's begin into this what if. So, we go into Naruto. Naruto is now on a team. Well, he's on his team with Umi and Junko. But he also has, well, Gojo next to him, Kakashi Hatake, Sasuke Uchiha, and, well, what's called Menma, Uzumaki, and Hinata Hyuga. Yes, Naruto has to be on a team, well, team-up team. The reason why is because Tsunade wants them to kind of have experience with team to team together. But yeah, so of course this is where, well, Gojo and Kakashi are walking forward. Well, mostly Gojo is behind, Kakashi's in the front. Kakashi's reading his book, which Gojo always kind of takes away from Kakashi on a mission. Now, Naruto's talking to Umi and Junko, while Hinata is kind of talking to Sasuke and Menma. But yeah, this is where, well, Menma, he is not that arrogant. The fact that, well, Garu, who is actually known as Naruto, beat the fuck out of him every damn time if he becomes too arrogant. But of course, this is where we're going, well, they're going on the mission. With Tazuna, I should mention, but yeah. Now, Tazuna's in the middle, kind of like sweat dropping, because we go into a flashback of, well, something happening with Tazuna. Tazuna walked in saying, I'm being protected by kids. This is where Naruto sends him a little small fragment of killer intent that Tazuna shut the fuck up, shit his pants, and decides to wake the fuck up and just was scared of Naruto. So, of course, he's scared of Naruto entirely. Because what Tazuna was saying was talking trash about Naruto's friends. Now, Naruto doesn't like that. He doesn't like anyone talking bad about Umi or Junko. Hinata, Sasuke, and Menma, he kind of doesn't care, but at the same time, Menma is this kind of like older brother, somewhat. So, it's, yeah. Of course, is where, well, Naruto, he's just really scared the shit out of Tazuna. So, yeah, we go back into Tazuna. Tazuna is just walking in like the middle. Of course, this is where, well, the two demon brothers appear from the little water puddle, and Naruto didn't notice it. And this is where the two demon brothers were about to get Kakashi until Naruto appears, kicking one in the head. Like, really just, when he kicks this man in the head, his head just flies off his body. The other demon brother goes, wait, what the? This is where Naruto grabs him from the neck and just smashes him to the ground. Naruto says, well, that was easy. This is where Kakashi says, huh? Oh, his speed is incredible. This is where Gojo says, wow, Kakashi, a little kid really showed up your pathetic skills. Good job, Naruto. This is where Kakashi goes, Also, if you're hearing that little ring in the background, it's just my keys. Since I have a bell on it. So yeah, don't mind about it. So I'm gonna just put that down. So of course, this is where Kakashi goes, well, I wanted them to see how good their skills were. Gojo says, sure, Kakashi. So, Tazuna Tell me why there's two missing ninjas going after you. This is where Tazuna goes, and this is where Gojo gets information that, yeah, that's kind of a B rank mission, but he really doesn't care. And neither does his team. Since his team kind of went against B to A rank missions for false C rank missions. Like the Koyoki and the one for the Priestess one. Yeah. They were supposed to be somewhat C rank missions. Say lightly, somewhat C rank missions, because they weren't at all. Naruto was there to kick the shit out of anyone because Naruto's that damn strong. Naruto has actually barely been used jutsus and any of those missions. Only his bare hands, yes. Naruto, he's just like saying, so we going forward? Gojo says, of course. This is where Kakashi says, but don't we gotta, this is where everyone is walking forward. Kakashi goes, fine. So of course they are all walking with, well, Gojo. And this is where, well, they get over over the giant lake, well, not the lake, the ocean, to get to the island. Of course, this is where the person says, good luck, Tazuna. Tazuna nodded. And this is where, well, they get through trying to get to Tazuna's house. But of course, this is where, well, a white rabbit appears, hopping. Now, of course, Kakashi was about to throw a kunai until Naruto kind of grabbed it in an instant, saying, hey, look, a white rabbit. This is where Naruto says, very interesting. Why is there a white rabbit here? This is where, well, Gojo says, huh? White rabbits. Wait, everyone duck! Because Gojo sensed the swing of the blade. This is where everyone starts ducking, except for Naruto. Naruto coated his hands in this black color that went into galaxy color, and this galaxy code, well, aura, like a little aura or trace of color appears. Naruto, he hits the executioner once, like slaps it away by his backhand. The executioner had the like blade sight, but when Naruto hits the blade, it shatters into a million pieces. Yeah, Naruto went. Naruto shattered that shit into a million pieces. Zabuza was shocked. He was confused. He said, "What the fuck?" Everyone was confused, except for Gojo. Gojo has seen that multiple times. Naruto seems to be able to code something into his hands that is not even chakra based. It's so complicated for him to even understand exactly what Naruto is doing. Naruto says, well, we don't need to worry about the blade. The blade is shattered. When I mean the blade is shattered, the blade is unrepairable. Even if there's blood on it, it's kind of shattered into a million pieces. When Naruto hit it with the Galaxy Code, Galaxy Code arm or hand mostly, it's kind of obliterated. There's no way in hell you can actually bring it back because it turned off the dust. So yeah, even if there's blood kind of shining back the sword, it would take about 5 to 6 years. The fucking blade is entirely gone. You might see a little bit of dust particles, but that's the only way that you can probably see it if you have a microscope. But no one does have that. Naruto, his eyes are so very, what's it called? They are like the Sharingan, but he doesn't need the Sharingan because he is the Sharingan. So of course, he knows where the little particles are at, but he doesn't care about it. Zabuza appears saying, you little brat! Naruto says, who? This is where Zabuza is screaming with this, well, screaming and sending bloodlust at Naruto and everyone else. This is where everyone kind of gets scared. Umi and Junko, they kind of like resist the bloodlust. This is where Sasuke, Minma, and even Hinata cannot resist the bloodlust. They get scared. This is where Kakashi can feel that murderous intent. Gojo, he's not affected. Thanks to his limitless, he doesn't really care. This is where Naruto appears right in front of, well, Zabuza, kicking him right in the stomach. This is where Naruto just didn't give a shit. He can see this man is very angry, yet he doesn't care. You better throw hands, and you better be faster than Naruto, or you're getting your ass kicked. Naruto didn't even use any, what's called special technique. He just kicked Zabuza in the stomach. Zabuza went flying straight into like 4 trees, and then he's just getting back up, saying, what the hell? You're no normal kid. You're a demon. Naruto says, you know my name? Why, thank you. My name is, Garu, also known as the hero hunter, also known as the guy who will send pure fear into this world. This is where Naruto rushes at, well, Zabuza. Both missing ninjas that were actually kind of watching this widened their eyes, realizing that Naruto is too damn fast for them. They start throwing a bunch of symbols at Naruto, and Naruto says, "Fist of flowing, what's it called? Let me say that again." So where Naruto says, "Fist of flowing water, crush rock." He just deflects all of the needles away, even ice symbols that he noticed that. This is where Naruto appears right in front of Zabuza. The only thing that Zabuza saw from Naruto's like face was purely black, but two of his eyes were just purely white. This is where, well, if you want to think about how it kind of looks like, it looks like if, what's it called? It looks like if he was in his like final monster form, but really it didn't. That's just how Naruto's face kind of got shaded in and his eyes were white. This is where Naruto, he punches Zabuza in the face, smashing his head into the ground. Naruto says, "Hey, are you wakey? Come on." He slaps Zabuza a couple times, of course deflecting more Senbons and ice Senbons. They're actually aiming straight towards Zabuza and also Naruto. This is where Naruto just keeps deflecting them, and of course he's saying, it's very rude of you to kind of keep throwing that. You know you damn well that you won't be able to defeat me, so it's better if you don't do anything like that. This is where Naruto, he did turn around to kind of talk to them, but this is where Naruto turns around and sees Zabuza being kind of grabbed by someone through an ice mirror. This is where Naruto appears, grabs him from the neck, pulls him out, and smashes him down to the ground. Naruto is laughing, saying, "No, you don't. You're going to feel pain, just like this man is feeling pain." Naruto's smiling. This is where, well, this person's mask broke and it's Haku. Haku says, "Damn it. This is where, well, Naruto says, "You said something?" This is where this person says, "Ice style! Ice frozen domain!" This is where, well, a nice domain appears. Of course, Haku's in it. And of course, this is where his, Zabuza is also in it, just on the ground. Naruto sees the multiple mirrors. Like, this kind of domain is much stronger than the actual one in original canon. Naruto sees all these ice needles, and Haku's in it. This is where he has multiple, there's so many of around in the, what's it called, mirrors. Like, let me say one thing. Okay, in the ice domain that in original canon Haku was in, was a little bit kind of smaller. This one is about bigger. This one is complete bigger than that one, because there's more mirrors. And this is where, well, instead of sending in just Senbons at Naruto, it's throwing Senbons, ice Senbons, and also ice, spears at Naruto. Naruto sees this, and what Naruto does is just say, "Very interesting. Very interesting." Naruto's easily reacting to it so easily. Think of when Luffy was kind of using Aberration Hawking to dodge all those arrows. Yeah, that's what Naruto's doing. But he's not using Aberration Hawking. He's just using the instance to dodge. And easily just seeing all these symbols so easily going towards him. This is where Naruto decides to punch one of the, ice mirrors. And it shatters. This is where it's kind of taking slowly to regen. Naruto says, "What? Are you serious? Is that really your downfalls?" This is where Haku widens his eyes. Now, of course, he widens his eyes because of the chakra draining that he has. Because when Naruto punched the shit out of that, mirror, it shattered. It didn't have one single little fragment of ice. It fully just disappeared. Naruto didn't even use a special technique. He just fucking punched it. This is where, Haku realized that Naruto's dangerous. Really dangerous. Terrifying dangerous. This is where he realized that this mission is not going to be possible if Naruto's on here. So, of course, this is where, he throws multiple Senbons at Naruto, but also rushes at him with an ice sword. Naruto, he just blocks the ice sword with one hand, but of course his hand became this monstrous color because it became into his monster form. This is where when the ice sword pierces, or tries to pierce, it just shatters. Naruto grabs him from the hand and says, "Hello, are you trying to do something?" This is where, Haku widens his eyes. This is where Naruto throws him straight towards some ice needles, and not ice needles, ice mirrors, and he just goes into the ice mirrors. But this is where Naruto disappears from Haku's view. Instead, all the ice mirrors shatters. This is where one is only being left out, and this is where Haku won his eyes. This is where that last one gets shattered, and this is where he is smashed to the ground. Yes, Naruto was up in the air, axe kicking the shit out of it. This is where Naruto says, "Is this all you have? I thought you two were supposed to be B-rank missing ninjas. Or was Zabuza being an A-rank missing ninja? I don't care that much." This is where, well, Naruto's laughing with an evil grin. This is where, well, Naruto, he was about to like kill, well, Zabuza and Haku until someone appeared. Someone with a mask. Now, of course, this mask was what's it called, blank, but it kind of had a little bit of color to be like tinted blue, icy blue mostly. And of course, this is where Naruto says, "So you're the last one. What do you want?" This is where she says, "Please don't kill them," because this is she when she took off her mask. She has long black hair, and of course, it looks like Haku's, but way longer and more silkier. But of course, not just that. She also have ice, like, what's it called, not ice, white highlights, like a little bit of white highlights on top of her head, and somewhat on her side of her head, or side of her hair mostly, her black silky black hair. Of course, this is where her eyes are something different entirely. It looks like to be a dojutsu of some sort, in kind of snowflake dojutsu. Of course, this is where she says, please don't actually hurt them. Please, I'll do anything. I'll even be your. This is where Naruto says, "You don't really need to do that." This is where Hakim was confused. This is where she said, "Wait, what?" Naruto says, "You're fine as it is. I wasn't even gonna kill them. I just wanted to see if you were actually going to use lots of meanings of help to actually help your, I'm guessing, brother and father. But I don't really care. I wasn't even gonna kill them." Hakim says, "Oh, you can take them. If you don't mind, I'm leaving." Naruto appears right next to her, grabbing her from the shoulder, just kind of patting her from the shoulder and then walking away. This is where, well, Kakashi says, "What are you doing, Naruto?" Naruto says, "It's just a little girl. Well, some age, if you want to be technically, she's the same age as me if you want to be kind of actual real reason. So I wasn't really gonna kill her." This is where, well, Kakashi says, "What happens if Zabuza comes back?" I'd kick his ass again. This is where Kakashi says, "How are you so sure? Because if I shatter his blade while you had to duck, that just makes you a little bitch." This is where, well, Kakashi goes, "Ugh." This is where Gojo laughs. He just starts just giggling. The fact that Naruto is insulting Kakashi. Kakashi glares at Gojo, and Gojo just still keeps laughing at him. This is where Gojo says, "Makes sense. My little cousin is just an idiot." Bonk, 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 because he's just patting him in the head right now about when he's telling he's just an idiot. This is where, well, Kakashi glares at him and says, "Stop touching my hair." "Aw, why are you so mean?" Gojo says. This is where Kakashi glares at him. This is where, well, Gojo says, "But whatever. Let's go, team. Also, where's your house, Tazuna?" Tazuna says, "It's over there." This is where Gojo nodded. This is where Hakin is struggling to grab her father and was struggling also to get Haku. This is where Hakin is struggling, and this is where Gojo appears, grabbing Zabuza, and this is where Hakin was surprised. This is where Gojo could also grab Haku, and this is where Naruto just carrying him. He's like, "Why just grab him?" This is where Gojo smiles and says, "I guess so." This is where, well, Hakin was like, wait, what?" This is where Naruto says, "Come on. You need rest, and besides, I did kick the shit out of your two family members." But yeah, this is where Hakin decides to follow along. But yeah, this is where we go into the, Tazuna's house. Tazuna, he is kind of just shocked. This is where, well, he never really thought that Gojo would actually help the enemy. This is where Kakashi is glaring and, like, screaming at, well, Gojo for thinking this is a stupid-ass idea. Gojo says, well, Kakashi, the old powerful mighty Sharingan user, if you're so scared, why don't you fight them? It's where Kakashi goes, because what about the kids? Junko and Umi are fine. Menma, Sasuke, and Hinata are fine. Besides, I can easily protect all of them. Other than you can't really protect them. Unless you train with your abilities more often. This is where Kakashi glares at them. What about This is where Gojo says, you mean Gato? Well, he can protect himself. You realize he shattered that executioner blade. You see here, I did actually take off my blindfold to see where the pieces of the executioner was. There's only one little particle remaining. Okay? There's only one. One small little particle I managed to see. It took me very hard and it does hurt my eyes to kind of strain them from actually looking for it. But yeah, that little particle is going to take... So I'm going to end it off here. I know it's a short one, but I have to go. Bye-bye, potato, potato. And yeah, see you. Oh, peace, I guess. Potato. Potato peace. Potato... Wait, no. Technoblade never dies. Which I'm so sad, but yeah. But other than that, bye-bye, potato, potato, and yeah, see ya.